for Dr. Vin. Mahotep. Miracle. AKA Almozi.
All the life you've been told, baby, let me set you straight. What we did back then was great. You just don't know. Let me show you the past so your future can look bright. Help you walk into the light. Help you see yourself. I've heard them say that we wasn't even there. Baby, let me make this real. We were the ones. If you pay attention to what I'm about to show, there's no doubt that you will know. We were the ones. And I'ma show you. Nefertari said she was black because that's the way that my man will show you. Egypt was a black land, King Tut was a black man. Cause that's the way that my man is now. Whence we came from the southern land, so I know they think that we forgot. Members at the time, from the horn and the west, these black people made their way. See them coming for Friday, and here we are. As above, so below, this is how they built in stone. We have never been alone, this is the truth. If you can't see yourself, then it's true you've been misled. Got them lies all in your head, let me help you. And I'ma show you. Nefertari said she was black because that's the way that my man will show you. Egypt was a black land, King Tut was a black man. Cause that's the way that my man will show you. Our history, it ain't no mystery. Just listen and you'll understand and show you what they cannot hide, what they can't deny. That Egypt was a black land. Lately I've been thinking of days gone by, and all the things that we forgot. Voices from the distant past make themselves heard. Resurrecting something now that you've been revealed. Tell me what you gonna do. Gonna keep it to yourself or gonna tell the world? If you do, then prepare for the challenges you face. My heart goes out to you, precious black boys and girls. And I'ma show you. Nefertari said she was black because that's the way that my man will show you. Egypt was a black man, King Tut was a black man. Cause that's the way that my man will show you. Our history, it ain't no mystery. Just listen and you'll understand and show you what they cannot hide, what they can't deny. That Egypt was a black man. Egypt was a black man. Egypt was a black man. It was a black man.
Leland, yep. Hey, tap, tap, tap on your touch screen. Every single day, the same routine. You click refresh once again, and I got the same thing. Tried everything I could do. At this point, I have no clue. I gotta tell myself the truth. I just need an upgrade, an upgrade. A toxic relationship, you on top of me. If the topic is truly timeless, the conversation should be how I'm and regain gaining my peace. Shout out to my Virgo women cooking the feast. Got a Pisces, stay in the hood, that girl a freak. Can't lie, certain Geminis ain't for me, but it's on key, cause certain upgrades cost a fee. Yeah, so we can slide and glide. I know you want it. Known to provide the vibes, this shit a moment. Hit the clubhouse, then clubhouse to the morning. Fall in love with the mind, the body is just a bonus. Careful with what I'm searching, Siri be taking notice. All the pictures I'm liking, algorithm is golden. Melanated the lightness, all these women get chosen. Hershey kiss to the forehead, yeah.
Tap, tap, tap on your touch screen. Every single day, the same routine. You click refresh once again, and I got the same thing. Tried everything I could do. At this point, I have no clue. I gotta tell myself the truth. I just need an upgrade, an upgrade. A model much better than you. Yeah, shiny and new. I gotta tell myself the truth. I just need an upgrade, an upgrade. A model much better than you. Yeah, shiny and new. I gotta tell myself the truth. I just need an upgrade.
Y'all pull down, need an upgrade. Swipe left, update, need an upgrade. Y'all pull down, need an upgrade. Swipe left, update,
I
need
just
an
need
upgrade.
an upgrade.
Y'all pull down, need an upgrade. Swipe left, update, need an upgrade. Y'all pull down, need an upgrade. Need an upgrade.
And I'm gonna tell you something, this pimping that I got in my blood, it came from a family tree. My granddaddy was a pimp. My great-great-great-granddaddy was a pimp. I'm talking about pimping, been since pimping, since been pimping, since been pimping.
Let's go. Saturday morning now, I'm yawning, brushing my teeth. Cooking me something, pouring coffee, rolling the leaf. Half sheaf, rising the gram, make it complete. Yeah, fell asleep. My slim, thick and petite, tight freak that I met at the dispensary last week. No I beat, hands all in the ass cheek. Can't find a chick in this world I can't see. When they hide, I provide the dick in the back seat. When I glide 35, a cuss in the back heat. Falling on these niggas, they checking the stack sheets. I'm jamming some Max B. Headed back to Texas, I'm getting the tax free. Actually, chick wanna massage and relax me. Mind, soul, and wrist in that chi. All in one in the pot, throw some shrooms in that tea. And tell me how you feel, baby. Gonna keep it real. Be real, baby.
And I'm gonna tell you something, this pimping that I got in my blood, it came from a family tree. My granddaddy was a pimp. My great-great-great-granddaddy was a pimp. I'm talking about pimping, been since pimping, since been pimping, since been pimping.
Hey. Let's go. Saturday morning now, I'm yawning, brushing my teeth. Cooking me something, pouring coffee, rolling the leaf. Half sheaf, rising the gram, make it complete. Yeah, fell asleep. My slim, thick and petite, tight freak that I met at the dispensary last week. No I beat, hands all in the ass cheek. Can't find a chick in this world I can't seek. When they hide, I provide the dick in the back seat. When I glide 35, a cuss in the back heat. Falling on these niggas, they checking the stack sheets. Some Max B. Headed back to Texas, I'm getting the tax free. Actually, chick wanna massage and relax me. Mind, soul, and wrist in that chi. All in one in the pot, throw some shrooms in that tea. And tell me how you feel, baby. Gonna keep it real, baby. Try to dive in it, yeah. Easy, I go and get it. Hit him with the gavel shit, I might hit a co-defendant. Niggas is so relentless, I pass the blunt underhanded. More with the tabletop, the shit that I took for granted. No for some planting is pimping, all in the hippocampus. Know they gon' spell the branches, soon as I leave the campus. Shout out to my sister, yeah, she cheerleading for the Panthers. Invite me to all the parties, these bitches be throwing panties. Cherry red and lemons on my feet, I was coming handy. The blunt is like a pinata, you know that it's filled with candy. Cardigan probably sorry, the color with dirty salmon, I'm from the dirty. I know they heard me, they understand it. It's overstated. When we pass the green, it be all organic. It's automatic. When we lock it now, it gets so
we first hit the email, reply was all crickets. 3-man weave, tell my mans book the tickets. From the sideline, y'all gon' have to look and listen. While y'all business on the book, we tryna sell a book of business. Playing with your mind, yeah, the logo looks suspicious. AI technology, surviving through the glitches. My first flip was 3,000 and all 50s. Couple sticks and stems, but buzz was all sticky. Now we're building corporations, do it no hesitation. It's triple force, get on board with my rotation. All Genesis, they thinking it's Revelations. This all first verse, my pen ain't no location. All leading up to try media innovations. Revenue streams, residual situations. Revenue stream, not rivers, so be patient. My cash flow quadrants, margins so spacious. Kush covers on the market, you can taste it. My ebook hit the web, you can't erase it. When my voice hit the track, it's a wavement. I'm somewhere shopping, buying jewelry out in cases. I attract money, baby, I don't chase it. And I don't slap honeys, baby, I replace them. It's integration if you want that conversation. Handshake, grip it tight like I'm a mason.
Watching around the world.
Pull up the seat and pull out the shot glass. Hard liver wrist for the podcast. Try media for the broadcast. Straight up balling out on they fraud ass. The coalition of bitches, they talk trash. On the mission to fit in your soft ass. Rolling green and clubbing this golf class. Loaded lust couldn't say they lost ass. The capital community streets is all sad. Niggas be thinking the heat they all last. Be conscious of all the sand in the hourglass. Be humble when be prepared when the power pass. Old and young niggas, we all class. Ideology different, we move the ball fast. Yeah, you chickens is out of season, we haul ass. There's a reason we undefeated, it's all fast. Pull up the seat, pull out a shot glass. Hard nigga wrist for the podcast. Try media for the broadcast. Straight up balling out on they fraud ass. Pull up the seat, pull out a shot glass. Hard nigga wrist for the podcast. Try media for the broadcast. Straight up balling out on they fraud ass.
What up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Shouts to y'all. Let me get my earpiece right. Shouts to y'all on the chat. Go live for a quick second. Let me see if y'all can still hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Shouts to everybody yesterday. We had some decent shows, good shows, I think. Good content. I think the clarity, hopefully we started off at some kind of contention and left with some form of clarity. Shouts to Walt. Shouts to you, 3818. Shouts to you. We started with some kind of contention and left with some kind of clarity, right? That's the whole point. Once again, a lot of these shows, or if I'm doing a show, it's not necessarily about other people. It's more about my ideas and trying to get my thoughts out. I'm not a rapper. I could never rap, but hanging around DQ, shouts to my brother DQ, shouts to my brother Logic, Hits, Trimedia, Chef, Corey, Carnivorous Podcast, and our entire Discord. Get in the Discord if you so choose. But hanging around DQ, I always, one of the things I learned was how creatives got to walk this planet. When creatives walk this planet, they're going through a certain inner turmoil that most people don't understand. And when I say creative, I mean a person that makes art, a person that raps, a person that, any kind of creative, a basketball player, anybody that creates, right? I guess we're all creators in some way. But there are some people, when they're creatives, they have this thing where they got to get it out. You know, it's like the guy that's been rapping for a long time or playing basketball for a long time, or they're going through like an inner pain to where they got to get these ideas out of their head. I've seen this a bunch of times. And I never really looked at YouTube creators like that, but YouTube creators is like that too. What's up, Sister Safa? They got these ideas in their head and they got these thoughts that you're trying to get out. I've seen it with Chef. Shouts to my brother Chef Reem. Or even Chief. Shouts to him. Like they'll be like talking in the Discord voice chat, and there's 1,000 people in the Discord voice chat. And in that voice chat, they'll be like, you could tell they got all these ideas, but they're trying to let other people talk. They don't want to cut other people off, or they choose to, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, all right, I got to go create a channel and I got to go do a show. Because I got to be able to get these thoughts out of my head, because all these great conversations, right? Right now, in this particular community, the conversation is science. Ben Carson, Newton, Eurocentrism, all these different topics, right? And you can't get them out even in a panel. Like if you're in the chat and you just like type, you see the people in the chat just typing 1,000 comments over one small topic. They can't get these thoughts out of their head. So a lot of times when I get like that, I start doing shows, because if I want to get my personal thoughts out, I can't always get them off in the voice chat because there's too many people in there. We screaming and yelling. It's entertaining, it's fun, it's familial, but I want to get some of my private thoughts, my personal thoughts, my subjective opinions out without having to pause my thought, to stop so I can hear somebody else talk. Sometimes I just want to throw all my shit at the canvas like an artist. So I understand that pain in some ways of that. So when you see me doing shows, most times it's because I'm listening to somebody else's conversation, and I think it would make a much better show than a Discord chat or even like a little quick post. Fetty dropped a comment. Y'all always gonna hear me say we bring up Fetty, because Fetty brings up a lot of conversations in our Discord. And we never really actually get to them, because usually we're always in some kind of contention or something like that. But if you take out all the contention, he brings up great conversations. He brings up great not argumentative topics, but topics that have good conversation. So he brought up a topic yesterday about it was a black people in our Discord. The blackology gets crazy, but he brought up a conversation about shouts to Free DNA. That's hilarious. What's up, Chef? He brought up a conversation about black people time, color people time, and I'm gonna delve a little bit into it and kind of go through it live, and But what's up, DQ? That's my little rant. Today's show, we have a room in our Discord called the Fade Room, and I remember being in PK's Discord, and it was a thought that I even had then. We need a room for when like one person and another person, they either got something personal they need to sort out, or they got a personal point of contention on a topic. We need a room to move these two people into a room so they could talk directly to each other, and then let everybody else go on about their damn day. But it never works in our Discord, because they want to talk to each other and sort it out, but they want to sort it out in front of the rest of the Discord, if that makes sense, right? So you won't see me live much. That's not really like my interest. But when I find people and I'm introduced, this is kind of a long way to introduce Truest. Shouts to DQ before I get into introduction to DQ. We got certain people in our Discord I think are stars. They're just stars. They're people that if you saw them on YouTube, yeah, matter of fact, shouts to you, Free DNA. He said, pause with all that. They need a room. I get killed on my own pauses. I never heard pause really in this community before. And now people pause me more than I say pause, period. And I think it's good conversation. No homophobia, nothing like that. I think it's good humor. Shouts to you, Free DNA. I like that. Pause. There are stars in this community, and I've always been more akin to the people in the chat. I think the people watching our shows are just as much stars as the people that are doing the shows. And you could see the comments of people that if they ever, I remember I told American Dream a long time, I was like, bro, you need a channel. As crazy as everybody thinks American Dream is, he's entertaining, he's polarizing. He gets the people going, right? So do a channel. He did it. He's successful with it, right? It's his brand. He's found a crowd. He's built an audience. I love that. I think Fetty is one of them people. I think Corey is one of them people. Let me see in my Discord. DQ, help me out. Who do I think? Who do you think would be good from a chat perspective to do a show? I think Sister Safa is one of them people. Right? I think Sister Safa is one of them people that could do a show. Mika, with her opinions and how she feels about things, she would be good for a show. So I think if you look in the chat based on a lot of these comments, that's how these rappers, if y'all didn't know, that's how a lot of these rappers, that's how Little Baby got into the hip hop game. They was looking at his Instagram memes and the different captions he would put under under his posts, and Young Thug and all of them guys was like, bro, if you could do that in a space of 16 bars 3 times, that's a song. That bar, like you hear DQ always say, that's a bar. Y'all all got bars, bro. So y'all come up here and watch us, but I'm more interested in, I think y'all would make good content. So I'm bringing one of those guys today. I don't know if DQ can hear me. I know it's a lot of audio issues.
No, I'm all right. I'm here. I can hear you.
It says you're talking, DQ, but I can't hear you.
All right, I'm gonna go in and go out.
Go out and come back. Truest, say something.
Can you hear me? I sound good?
That's me. I'll go out and
Can you hear me, Brass?
Come back.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Real quick, Sister Safa, can y'all hear me? Just before I leave and go back. Or IBM or anybody in the chat.
I can hear you.
Okay. Can y'all hear Truest when he's talking?
Hello? Can y'all hear me? Let me go out and come back in. Hold on.
Truest.
Yeah, I hear you, DQ.
Yeah, you good. We can hear you. You don't leave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I had to hop back in. You good.
Okay. So I can hear y'all now.
There you go. Yeah, everybody on board, everybody good. Yay.
Okay, so go ahead. Okay, so we hear everybody. Okay, I just couldn't hear y'all. I must have been saying some profound stuff. Go ahead, DQ. Shouts to you, my brother. Talk to the people before we get into the content. And real quick, what do you want me to have queued up before you get started, Truest, after you're done a quick introduction?
Yeah, so definitely all the links I put in the private chat.
Mm-hmm.
Have them ready to go.
They are.
I'll tell you.
You said it was one you wanted me to play, some kind of YouTube one you wanted me to play.
The YouTube links I will play once we get to specific slides.
Okay.
The beautiful AI link is the main presentation I'm gonna need you to help me just navigate through.
Okay.
The 3 links at the bottom, those are just gonna be like sources I pull up at certain points in the slide as well. And then lastly, the images that I emailed you guys, I'm unable to put them in the private chat, obviously, but I would.
I got the email up.
Okay, dope. So whenever I need any of those images to explain my point, I'll ask you to pull an image up. But yeah, no, outside of that, we good to go. Just let me know when we can begin.
Okay, Pure Black, stop starting trouble. How doesn't Cuban have a wrench? You'll lose your wrench talking like that, Pure Black. How about that, tough guy. Shouts to you. Go ahead, bro. I'm out the way. I told you I don't know really too much about the subject. I'm just listening, and we'll see what kind of good conversation this sparks.
Yes, no doubt, no
Go
doubt.
ahead, brother. It's
So,
your world.
all right. So to start, right? This conversation is springing up from a conversation in our Discord last night that started with, you know, people calling into question uh, Ben Carson's knowledge on science and then specifically primates. There was a certain individual that made this claim, and this individual I highlighted. Personally, I feel like he's not as knowledged on primates as he would like everyone to believe he is. Now, I'm not to say I'm the expert on the subject matter. Um, you guys will see I'm not even the best with the pronunciation of some of these words, but I know enough to know when something's incorrect. And I'm well equipped to prove when something's incorrect on the matter. I know what resources to use and to find to sort these kind of matters out. Now, the specific issue at hand that was asked by myself to this individual, as well as a few other people, because of the things I've been hearing from him and his allies, are that humans are old world monkeys and or that humans descend from old world monkeys. Now, I want to be very clear. The word that's being used is old world monkeys, not even just monkeys, which that in of itself is debatable. But the claim is that humans are old world monkeys or descend from old world monkeys. And this is what I'm going to be dismantling throughout this presentation. And another disclaimer, because this conversation was less than 12 hours ago, I had to put this all together on the fly, had to flex my AI chops to get this done as quickly as possible and still make it look professional somewhat. So please excuse the fact that I didn't, personally put all of the slides together myself. I used a lot of AI to help me, but I wanted to get this argument out as fast as possible. And the panel will be open because I'm open to anyone trying to dispute anything I present here. So if we could, Brass, please open the link that says beautiful AI player. And let's get this presentation started.
Okay. Also, I want to let y'all know this is our version. Well, this is my version of the Fade Room. We don't always get a chance to do it. In the Fade Room, we do say names. So we're talking. This is Gullah. Him and Gullah have a contention over primates and monkeys, and I don't know how to referee it, but I can do a show and moderate and sit back. And anybody that we're running a fade with, they'll always have the opportunity to respond. But this is the chance where this is the chance where Truest gets the opportunity to get his thoughts out. So anybody in the Discord or anybody in the chat, if you want to run a fade with somebody, join the Discord or in the Discord, just let me know. Hey, Brass, I can't get my thoughts out in the voice chat. It's too loud. I need you to moderate a quick fade for me. And that's something that we'll give some of those out to the public. Some of them we'll keep. What is you said beautiful AI? Okay, beautiful AI.
Yes. And also, audience, please bear with me that I don't have direct access to controlling my sources and stuff. I'm having a little bit of hardware issues right now.
Yeah, but you got me. We good.
But I got Brass.
Yeah,
so
we good.
We got Brass.
Let me see. I got your back. Let me stop the screen. Let me share screen. Beautiful AI. Share. Okay, do you want it to be the full screen? Because I'm gonna drop down. Do you want this to be the full screen, or you want to be
able to you can make it full screen. They don't need to see me. Okay. And as it's time to go to the next slide, I'll let you know. If you could remove the
down. Let me pull this banner down.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, brother, go ahead. It's your world. Just direct me and I'll do what you need me to do.
Yeah. All right. So This is the premise right here. Humans are great apes, not old world monkeys. A source driven debate on taxonomy, cladistics, and category confusion. So, again, there's going to be a lot of primate related jargon and words here that I might not have the best pronunciation for because, again, I'm not trying to claim I'm an expert or anything, but I am someone that knows enough to know a lot of the things I've been hearing is incorrect. And I'm going to prove that wrong throughout this presentation. So please try to focus on the arguments here. And I hope we can at least see what I'm presenting as sound. Let's move forward to the next slide. All right. So broad ancestry claims are not the same as family level classification claims. So when we're talking about classifying a specific species, when we're talking about the broader ancestry claim, which is pretty much what his whole argument is hanging on at this point, I'm going to dismantle how even on the broad sense, right, his argument still falls apart. Because even what he'll try to argue in the broad sense isn't what this debate is about. But let's move forward. Next slide. Roadmap. How the claim will be tested. Number one, precise term definition. Establish clear and unambiguous meanings for all the key terms. Number two, primate branching pattern analysis. Detail the evolutionary lineage and branching of primate groups. Three, clades versus formal taxonomic groups. Differentiate between phylogenetic clades and traditional taxonomic classifications. Evaluation of opponent's evidence. We will critically assess the videos and graphics presented by the opposing side. So, for context on that bit, I am going to be using some of the videos and some of the images he's posted in our Discord to try to make his argument and show how they really don't help him. And in some cases, they actually hurt him. 5, comparison with authoritative sources. Cross-reference findings with Britannica, Smithsonian, and NCBI databases. 6, statement of burden of proof. Clearly articulate the requirements for sustaining the claim. So by the end of this, we're going to know who the burden of proof is on when it comes to this particular conversation. This is just laying out our roadmap for where this presentation is going to take us. Let's go to the next slide. Why this debate gets confused. The illusion of logical progression. Subtle shifts in terminology. Debate tactic that manipulates perceived validity through equivocation. So this is a tactic that people will take a word and shift it or change it or add something else to it or remove something from what they originally said to try to win the argument or to try to make their point, hoping that you don't catch that they are shifting the terminology they originally used. I'm going to display that's what he's going to have to do to even have any leg to stand on. Apparent logical flow. The argument seems logical, but is built on a flawed foundation. So, in his explanation of his argument, it might sound sound. It might sound logical, but its foundation is flawed. Its foundation is poor and rocky. So everything else that's coming after it is really a cleanup job. Example, monkey classification. Using old world monkeys and Catarrhini/simiforms interchangeably in the hopes to broaden the scope and support of a conclusion. That's going to be very important to what's going on here, because this is what I'm going to show he has to do to have a leg to stand on. He's going to have to make simiforms and Catarrhini interchangeable with old world monkey. Not with monkey, old world monkey. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, simiforms, the anthropoid primates, an evolutionary grouping. So within simiforms, you have New World monkeys, you have Old World monkeys, you have apes and humans. New World monkeys are called Platyrrhini. Old World monkey is Cercopithecidea. Apes and humans are Hominidae. These three classifications are within simiform. Simiform itself is not a New World monkey. Simiform itself is not an Old World monkey. Simiform itself is not an ape or a human. But all three of these things branch out of simiform. This is the evolutionary group these three classifications belong to. But what my opposition is trying to do is trying to tell you that simiform or that Catarrhini is an old world monkey. He's trying to tell you that the granddad is the grandson. Let's go to the next slide. Definition, Catarrhini, old world monkeys and apes. It includes old world monkeys and apes. This group encompasses all apes, including humans, as well as the monkeys found in Africa and Asia. So I'm going to read that part again. Catarrhini, this is the group. It encompasses all apes, including humans, as well as the monkeys found in Africa and Asia. So it's showing you right there, Catarrhini includes both. Catarrhini is not the monkey found in Africa and Asia. Catarrhini is not the ape, including humans. Catarrhini is the thing that apes and monkeys, specifically old world monkeys in this case, branched out of. Distinction from old world monkeys. It is important to note that being a Catarrhine is a broader classification and is not synonymous with being an old world monkey. Yes, old world monkeys, all old world monkeys are Catarrhine. All of them. Just like all humans and all apes are Catarrhine. But not all Catarrhines are old world monkeys. So this is why trying to use old world monkey interchangeably with Catarrhine is flawed. It's flawed. We understand that old world monkeys are Catarrhines. We understand within the group of Catarrhine, it includes old world monkeys. But there are Catarrhines that are not old world monkeys, aka apes, which humans descend from, categorically. And that are categorically, we are apes, great apes. But let's go to the next slide. Definition, old world monkeys. So we're getting more and more narrow here. You went from simiform to Catarrhini. Now we're at old world monkey. Zoological grouping refers to a specific taxonomic grouping within the infraorder Catarrhini. Cercopithecus branch. The formal name for this grouping is the superfamily Cercopithecidae, encompassing the family Cercopithecidae. So, the scientific term for an old world monkey is the Cercopithecidae. I'm just going to use the word old world monkey, but that term right there is the scientific terminology for it. It's just like ape, the scientific term for it is Hominidae. All right. But we say ape colloquially. Distinct lineage represents an evolutionary branch separate from apes, Hominidae, like I just said, and New World monkeys, Laterini. So this is a distinct lineage, right? A distinct branch separate from apes. This is precisely why a Catarrhini doesn't have to always be an old world monkey, because there's a branch that branched out of Catarrhini that is separate from the branch that led to these old world monkeys. And that branch that's separate from those old world monkeys is Hominidae, aka apes. Now, I want to give a visual to kind of show what I'm saying. Brass, if it's possible, can you pull up one of the primate charts I emailed you, if possible?
No, it's possible. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Because I want the
You just
people
gotta
to have
tell
a
me, just go to
visual.
the time and tell me which one you're talking about.
Hold on, because I'm
Just
gonna
tell me
have
the
to.
time. I can pick it out. Or just tell me the old world chart. Is it the NCBI? Is it the Darwinia primates
Oh
one?
no, not none of those links. It's the image. It was one of the images in the email.
Okay, give me 1 second. I do have the email up. Give me 1 second.
Copy.
Is it the one you sent? Humans are great apes, not old world monkeys. It's those images.
Yeah, it's matter of
Okay,
fact, you
which
can
chart? Okay, I
you
got
could
it.
go.
Which chart?
You can actually, let's go through all of them because they all fit. Let's
Are
start.
they in order?
It doesn't matter. You can put them in whatever particular order.
Okay.
I just want the audience to have a visual, because I did a lot of talking, but I want to show as well.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Go ahead and talk. I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah. I just want to be clear again. He has to try to find a way to classify a Catarrhini as an old world monkey for him to have any argument here. Because the minute we can pin down the fact a Catarrhini is not an old world monkey, and that although old world monkeys belong to that group of Catarrhini, and that every old world monkey is a Catarrhini, yet not every Catarrhini is an old world monkey. Once that's understood, this conversation's over. So here's one of the visuals of what I'm talking about. Catarrhini, it's at the top. It's the broader clade, right? The way most people in the scientific arena that really do this work for real describe a Catarrhini, they say it's monkey-like. They say it is monkey-like. And even for the people that jump out the window and go ahead and call it a monkey, they won't ever call it an old world monkey when we're talking about authoritative scientific sources. They won't call a Catarrhini an old world monkey because they understand, as you can see here on the screen, that old world monkeys branch out of Catarrhini. So even if they want to say a Catarrhini is monkey-like, even if they want to say a Catarrhini is a monkey or some sort of archaic or ancient monkey, they're not going to call it an old world monkey because that category branched out of Catarrhini, just like Hominidae or ape branched out of Catarrhini, but on another lineage outside of the lineage that led to old world monkeys. But let's pull up one of the other images now so we could get a confirmation of what I'm saying further. Forget about that one. Okay, this one, if you can make it larger. Again, this one is even more clear. You have primates all the way to the left. This would be the hypothetical original primate. It led to Strepher Shrini. Again, excuse my pronunciation of these words. You have Haflarini on the other side. Haflarini led to Platherini, which would be our New World monkeys, right? We see that's one lineage. Trasiforms, that would be like lemurs and stuff. And Catarrhini. Catarrhini then led to, again, the Cercopithecidea, which is your old world monkey. Again, remember I told you that word means old world monkey. And then you have your Hominidae, which would be apes. So again, you can see from primate to Haflarini to Catarrhini, once you get to Catarrhini, there's the split. The split between old world monkey and ape. When you go back from Hominidae to Catarrhini to Haflarini to primate, you don't have an old world monkey in that lineage. We have a common ancestor with an old world monkey, which would be the Catarrhini, but the Catarrhini itself is not an old world monkey. If we could pull up another one of the images. Yep, and this will be the last one, just to continue to hammer it in. Again, primate taxonomy, just nailing it in again further. You got your primate, you got your Haflarini, you got your simiform, right? Simiform, simians. Out of simiform, you got Platerini and you got Catarrhini. Again, Platerini is New World monkey. You see it in parentheses under the word Platerini. Catarrhini, you could see in parentheses, it says all Old World monkeys, comma, apes. Under Catarrhini, you can see under Cercopithecidea, in parentheses, all Old World monkeys on one branch. Then on the other side of the bracket, you got Hominidae, apes. Think the visual made everything I said up to this point clear. Let's go back to the presentation and move along. We don't need the images anymore. All right, we can go to the next slide. All right. Apes and humans, a visual distinction. Understanding our place in the primate family tree. Hominidae, apes, includes all tailless Catarrhine primates, such as gibbons, orangutans, gorillas, chimpanzees, and humans. So that is one of the largest indicators of visually spotting the difference between an ape and a monkey. One of the easier way, it's not always the case, but one of the easier ways to spot whether something's a ape or a monkey is whether or not it has a tail. Especially when we're talking about modern day, right? As we go further back in time, obviously that is less apparent, but it's one of the easiest ways to visually spot it in the modern sense. Hominidae, great apes. This family comprises of orangutans, gorillas, chimpanzees, and humans. Humans are definitively placed within this group. So you have Hominidea apes, which is the larger group, and then you have Hominidae, which is the more narrow group within Hominidae, which is the great apes. So apes of Hominidae is more broad. Hominidae is a little more narrow. These are the great apes. Homo sapiens, which is even more narrow. The specific species designation for modern humans, a classification nested within the Hominidae family. Humans are biologically classified with apes, Hominidae and Hominidae, not monkeys, highlighting our distinct evolutionary path within the primate family tree. Let's move on to the next slide. Definitions side by side. Simiforms. Anthropodia includes all monkeys, New World and Old World, apes and humans. Does not prove distinctions within simiforms or specific relationships within Catarrhini. So again, simiforms is the even more broader group than Catarrhini. Catarrhini is within simiform. Simiform is the larger ancestral grouping. And within it, you have Catarrhini. And by proxy, that means within it, you have old world monkeys and you have your hominidae apes. Catarrhini includes old world monkeys, apes, and humans. Does not prove specific evolutionary relationships between old world monkeys and apes, or the exact composition of the old world monkey family. 3. Old world monkeys, Cercopithecidae, includes a diverse family of cercopithicoid primates found in Africa and Asia. Does not prove its placement within the larger primate phylogeny or its exact phylogeny, or its exact relationship to apes and humans. The debate concerns the specific category, not its broader umbrella. And again, even when we're talking about the broader umbrella, which is simiform, which is Catarrhini, simiform does not equal old world monkey. Simiform does not mean old world monkey. Catarrhini does not mean old world monkey. Even if you said a simiform is monkey-like, even if you said a Catarrhini's monkey-like, even if you said they were straight up monkeys, you can't say they are old world monkeys. Next slide. Authoritative definitions on screen. Source, Britannica, classification of humans. Catarrhini includes old world monkeys, apes, and humans. Apes are distinct from old world monkeys. Old world monkeys are distinct from apes. This is Britannica's position. Smithsonian, human origins. Humans are part of the great ape lineage, not explicitly detailed in relation to humans/apes. NCBI taxonomy. Homo sapiens belong to the family Hominidae, great apes. Belong to the family Cercopithecidae. Let's go to the next slide. The nested taxonomic ladder. Hierarchical classification of primates. Primates, the highest taxonomic rank in the classification. So all of these things are primates. Everything we've discussed thus far is a primate because all of these things have branched out of that original hypothetical primate that created all of the branches of the things we're talking about out of it. Simiforms, also known as anthropoids, this group includes monkeys, apes, and humans. Cercopithecidae, superfamily of old world monkeys. Halftherini, a suborder of primates including tricers, monkeys, apes, and humans. Catarrhini, a a parv order of primates including old world monkeys and apes. Hominidea, superfamily of apes and humans. Humans, the species Homo sapiens, part of the Hominidae superfamily. So this is just showing the different broader branches of the things that lead all the way down to hominidae and humans and these old world monkeys we're talking about. Let's go to the next slide. The split that matters. So this is, again, talking about the split I showed with the chart. Catarrhini, the broader taxonomic group encompassing old world monkeys and apes. Cercopithecidea, the branch of old world monkeys. Hominidea, the branch of apes that includes humans. Shared ancestry does not erase branch membership after divergence. Old world monkeys are one branch, humans are on the other. So once these things diverge, when Catarrhini created that split, that divergence created new lineages. These new lineages are what separate and creates that split that makes it so that we cannot say a human is an old world monkey or that we descend from old world monkeys, even though we have a common ancestor with old world monkeys, which would be Catarrhini. Next slide. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. That's from Alan Watts. I just think it's relevant to not just this conversation, but a lot of conversations we're having. Next slide. Left panel, same clad. Catarrhini, infraorder, contains old world monkey and apes, including humans. Right panel, different subgroup. So again, this is just explaining more of the same. It's kind of harping on the same point. Go to the next slide. Nothing in biology is to be comprehended except in the light of evolution. Next slide. So this is just explaining the difference between monkeys and apes. Real quick, I actually at this point want to pull up. Let's pull up first the NIH.gov link because I'm going to give more authoritative sources highlighting what I'm saying this far. Awesome. Okay, so I don't know if you all can see, but this is from the National Library of Medicine. Old World Monkeys, again, they call it Cercopithecids. Scientific name, Cercopithecidae. If we go down a little further, get to the part I really wanted to get at. Keep going down a little further. Okay, the Old World Monkeys are divided into two subfamilies. The Cercopithecines, which I can't read that because the live button is over. Well, the live time is over it. But pretty much the old world monkey are represented in in Asia and North Africa by one genius. The rest are found only in sub-Saharan Africa, except Papio homidreus, which is also found on the Arabian Peninsula. But basically, this is again backing up the point that old world monkeys belong to this group that Hominidae is separate and diverged from. Let's pull up darwinia.org/primates again to highlight this point further.
What do you want me to pull up?
In the back, it's right under the NIH.gov link. It's darwinia.org.
I got you.
All right.
That?
Yep.
Mhm.
So here we can see prosimians, the most ancient living primates. If we zoom in a little bit on that chart, go down a little bit, you can see that chart we have here on darwinia.org. Well, yep, right there. We can see again, there's that divergence between Cercopithecidea, which is old world monkey, and Hominidae. There's a separation. And if we scroll up a bit, you should see at the top it said Old World Monkey. If you could just click where it said Old World Monkey at the top. Old World Monkeys, if you can click that. All right. Old World Monkeys, African and Asian species, Cercopithecidea. You have Cercopithecidae leading to the two groups you see here, showing you all the Old World monkeys. We go further down. Let's read a little bit of the description it gives. Okay. It says, placed in Cercopithecus by many authors, Chloricobithecus Aethropoips is referred to a separate genus in accordance with several authorities. This species has often been involved in taxonomic debates, which have split it into as many as 4 species and 21 subspecies. So, again, I'm just showing this to show, you don't have any apes or great apes or humans being proclaimed to be belonging to this specific group. And lastly, because this will probably be the easiest to digest, let's go to the Wikipedia source. And this is the last link I'm going to pull up for a minute. Since Wikipedia is a lot of people's favorite place to go to. All right. Old world monkeys are primates in the family Cercopithecidae. 24 genera and 138 species are recognized, making it the largest primate family. Old world monkey genera include baboons, red colobus, and macaques. Common name for other old world monkeys include the talapoin, guinoin, colobus, stoke, lingar, vervet, blah, blah, blah. Phylogenetically, they are more closely related to apes than to New World monkeys. So they are closer in relation to us, apes, than New World monkeys. But we saw why. New World monkeys don't come from Catarrhini. They come from the other side of the lineage. So just by proxy of splitting from Catarrhini, obviously they'd be closer to us than New World Monkey, who doesn't come from Catarrhini. With the Old World monkeys and apes diverging from a common ancestor between 25 million and 30 million years ago. This clade containing the Old World monkeys and the apes diverged. So that clade it's referring to, that common ancestor, again, is Catarrhini. That's the word for the day. All right, let's go back to the presentation now so we can wrap this up because I feel like I'm beating a dead horse at this point. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, why the differences matter. Branch split represents a speciation event where a lineage diverges into 2 or more distinct groups. Derived traits, unique characteristics that evolved in a specific lineage after it split from its ancestors, providing evidence of evolutionary history. Formal classification, the hierarchical system, example, genus, family, order, that groups organisms based on shared ancestry and derived trails, reflecting evolutionary relationships. These are not arbitrary labels. Taxonomy tracks real evolutionary divergence and derived traits, reinforcing the same separation. So, pretty much what this is trying to convey is these labels and classifications exist for a purpose. They're not just arbitrarily done. They define divergence and differences in traits and even behavior sometimes. And it is important to have these things classified formally so we can know what we're talking about. This kind of relates to the science conversation, right? Where the same people are saying, you know, we got to be rigid with how we classify what's science and what's not science, or what's modern science and what's not modern science. We got to make sure we have proper uh, classifications and are rigid with what we're qualifying and calling science. This is the purpose of taxonomy when it comes to grouping these species in specific categories. Next slide. The opponent's strongest version or argument. Argument based on strict phylogenetic principles. Monophily is key. Cladistic classification requires that all descendants of a common ancestor be grouped together in a single clade. So, translation. He needs to try to call everything that comes from a Catarrhini a old world monkey so he can win his argument. He has to, again, make Catarrhini interchangeable with that so he can win by saying, aha, humans come from Catarrhini, therefore humans are old world monkeys, or humans descend from old world monkeys. Descendants remain within ancestral clades. Once a lineage splits, descendants remain part of all the ancestral clades they belong to. So that there is truth to that. This is why we are primates, right? We're primates because even though, you know, we are so beyond whatever the original primate there was looked like or was, we are still primates because you can't outgrow your phylogeny. The problem is our phylogeny doesn't include an old world monkey. We have old world monkeys that share a common ancestor with us, but our lineage doesn't tie directly back to an old world monkey as apes. Implication for humans. As descendants of ancestral primates, humans are evolutionarily still part of the primate clade. That's what I just explained. Therefore, in a broad sense, humans can be considered a type of monkey. If you want to call a Catarrhini a type of ancient, archaic monkey or monkey-like thing, sure. If that's where you're going with your conversation, we can then argue a human as a Catarrhini is monkey-like or has a monkey-like ancestor, or even if you want to just go completely out the window and say is a monkey because a Catarrhini is a monkey, sure. But that's not the conversation. His conversation is old world monkey. There's no room on the table for that. We can't call a Catarrhini an old world monkey. We know what that is. Next slide. Cladistics, describing relationships. What cladistics do: maps evolutionary ancestries and illustrates nested descent, identifying clades based on shared derived characteristics. What cladistics does not do: does not automatically rewrite common names, assign formal names to every rank, or discard established names without evolutionary justification. Next slide. Clade versus family, a critical distinction. Catarrhini, it represents a clade, a group of organisms believed to have evolved from a common ancestor. Cercopithecidae, which is old world monkey, represents a family, a taxonomic rank below order and above genus. So Cercopithecidae, old world monkey, it's more narrow within the broader group of Catarrhini, which is the clade. Treating these taxonomic levels as interchangeable leads to an inaccurate representation of evolutionary relationships. Next slide. Even if humans are called monkeys in a broad cladistic sense, that still does not make them old world monkeys. Already said this point, but just got to hammer that in again. Monkey does not equal old world monkey. Every old world monkey is a monkey, but not all monkeys are old world monkeys. Next slide. Burden of proof, human classification, navigating the challenges of classifying humans with Cercopithecidae. Insufficient evidence. Next slide. Video evidence. So he provided a few YouTube videos of people he said were PhDs and things of this matter that gave their opinion on the matter in a YouTube video, as opposed to a peer-reviewed research paper or article or something. And I decided to take the time to analyze those videos and add it to a part of this argument. So one of the videos is from Clint's Reptiles. Argument for clad inclusion. His core argument, the video suggests that gorillas are monkeys, implying humans are also monkeys. Limitation number 1. The video does not classify humans or apes within the family Cercopithecidae. He doesn't do that. Second, the video fails to prove that humans or apes are old world monkeys. So even when he's claiming this broader monkey term, he's not claiming old world monkey, which is what my opposition is claiming. Next slide. Evidence number 2, Gutstick Gibbon. Nested hierarchies. You're a monkey and an ape. Biological classification utilizes a hierarchical system similar to nested boxes to categorize organisms. Primate order. Humans belong to the primate order, which broadly includes monkeys and apes. Superfamily Hominidae apes. Within the primate order, humans are classified under the superfamily Hominidae, commonly known as apes. We're all clear on that. Understanding monkey and ape, quote unquote. This phrase reflects the hierarchical structure being part of the larger primate category, which includes monkeys, and the more specific ape category, which is more narrow. Critical limit of classification. This classification highlights broader inclusion within the primate lineage and does not place humans within the old world monkey family or branch. Human evolutionary path. Humans are apes, hominoids, a distinct evolutionary group that diverge from the lineage leading to old world monkeys. While classification shows broader inclusion with the primate lineage, humans are apes, a distinct group that diverged from the lineage leading to old world monkeys. Next slide. Evidence number 3. He posted an interview, and in this popular science interview, often use simplified language for broader accessibility. You had a distinction from formal taxonomy. Popular explanations are not equivalent to scientific classification systems. And evaluating claims, unless a source explicitly states humans are classified within old world monkeys as a recognized taxonomic group, it does not validate such a claim in a debate. So, in other words, just because you find some people on YouTube that having their work peer reviewed or aren't having their statements peer reviewed. I don't care if they have a PhD in front of their name. I'm going to need to see them go through the academic rigor of having their work checked, having their work scrutinized by their peers, and then having it presented as something that's academic or within the authoritative space of the scientific arena, right? If you're just showing me some statements somebody said in a YouTube video, that doesn't really help move the needle on why we should be calling humans old world monkeys or even descendants of old world monkeys. Because by that logic, you know, I should be seeing scientific journals and papers classifying chimpanzees as old world monkeys. I don't see that. I just see a bunch of people on YouTube that make those kind of arguments. Next slide. We can skip this slide too. We can skip this slide. Skip this slide. I'm just trying to move along. I'm repeating a lot of the same stuff. Next slide. Next slide. No authoritative source classifies humans as old world monkeys. So again, go get the scientifically authoritative source that classifies humans as old world monkeys. Go get that. I'm waiting. I'll be ready. If you could present it, I'll say, you know what? That's valid. But I have yet to see something authoritative. Not some dude on YouTube, not some blogger, not some paper or rant that somebody did on some Reddit post or whatever. Like, no, I want to see something that's peer reviewed by other scientists in the field, scrutinized by it, something coming from a scientific journal, right? Within the authoritative realm of academia, provide that stating what you're saying, that humans are old world monkeys and or descend from old world monkeys, not monkeys. Provide that. Next slide. Final logic lock. All members of the group descend from a common ancestor. Different branches. Over time, distinct evolutionary paths emerge. Different classification. These evolutionary differences led to varied taxonomic classifications. Next slide. We already went through that. Next. Okay. Standard scientific practice. In standard science, supporting sources would be readily available. Actual scientific findings, current sources indicate that humans are great apes within the Catarrhini suborder, not old world monkeys. Absence of evidence, the necessary sources to support the claim do not exist. Now, I believe this is the last slide, correct, Brass? This is the last slide, right? Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, that was the last slide.
Okay, let's stay there for a sec.
Let me try to get back to it one second.
Let's first play the YouTube clip. The first YouTube clip. Let me make sure this is the
Which
right
one is it? And now, okay, so disclaimer, right? I shouldn't have to do it, but disclaimer. He's going to show in his presentation. He's showing clips of because this conversation is in regards to Gullah, not necessarily the entire pseudo killer group.
Yeah.
I didn't. So if he's talking directly to Gullah, but all right, you in the chat. I'm just telling you. I just looked at one of the clips. You're the first person on it, but this ain't about you, or this is a conversation about Gullah.
Yeah,
but
I'm
I,
gonna just
I
let
can
you know,
see.
this is not
Not
in
as
any
not a
way
shot.
about you.
It's
This is
not a
not
shot.
about you.
I just know your face is in this clip, so I already
Yeah.
know how it can be uh, batterized or whatever.
All right. So the first
Um,
one, the
which
first,
one? Big ass face.
no,
Shouts
no,
to
no, no. That's gonna be
or
the
what's
last
the
one.
name? Shouts to
That's
my
gonna be
nigga.
the last one.
Okay. I just looked at this clip. I was like, oh my God, bro. I see what this is already. Shouts to my brother, bro. Just a joke, brother. All right, let me go to this. This one right here, you talking about?
Yep.
Okay.
Play the clip.
Just play it.
Yep.
It's a scientific
Oh,
class.
pause. Go back a little, and we need to hear the sound because it's Gullah speaking.
They can't. Did y'all hear the sound in the chat? Let me know if you heard the sound. I'm gonna play it. Just let me know. Just let me know if you heard the. Okay, you heard it. Okay, they said they heard the sound. You didn't hear
Okay.
it?
I didn't hear it, but you know what? We don't need the sound. We know this clip is Gullah speaking.
All right. Well, let me
Con-
play the clip. Hold on.
yeah, play it.
In
Yeah,
all
play it.
fairness, let me just play the clip, and then I'll go back and do that way. You know, it's no funny business. It's the fade room. So y'all running a fade? Just go ahead and let's run it. 1 second. Let me make that a big screen. Okay, and take out the chat. Okay. Let's put it. Shouts to PK.
Peep this. It's a scientific classifications are more often based on monophyletic groups. That is groups consisting of all the descendant of common ancestors. The New World monkeys and the Old World monkeys are each monophyletic groups, but are combinated. But combination was not, since it's included. Since it excluded hominoids, apes, and humans. Thus, the term monkey no longer referred to a recognized scientific taxon. The smallest exception taxon, which contains all monkeys, is the inferior order Simiforms or simians. However, this also contains the hominids.
Game over. Game over. It's game over.
So that monkeys are in turn correctly recognized taxa non-humanoid simians. Colloquially and pop culturally, the term is in the.
Okay, what is that clip saying? Or what are you trying to point out with this clip?
Yeah, so what I'm trying to point out is he provided that in a debate because back in those days, a certain community held the position that human beings are not monkeys and do not descend from monkeys. Their position was we are great apes, and we are not monkeys. That is actually something that was a part of scientific racism and a way to slander black people. And a lot of the reasons us black people have a hard time accepting evolution is because of that stigma with that word, right? And in this particular conversation, they were arguing with Cube outside the Cube, who outside the Cube I'm real close with. Back then, Cube always would go at it with them because he's always been the one saying we are monkeys. Like when you really look, like he always had the position that Gullah has. And to be fair, Gullah had that position. Gullah was actually on Cube's side fighting against the rest of them in this particular clip. Yeah, Gullah was rocking with Cube. And I used to go at it with Cube over that shit back then too. But anyways, Gullah, thinking he's helping Cube's argument, began reading this. And I'm saying this does not support their argument at all. This supports my argument. If we could just slowly read it.
I ain't done nothing in a while. Where do you want me to start reading that?
I'll read it. I can read it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. All right, so let's start at the top. All right. evolution, and the living members of the order could be arranged in a series, leading through monkeys and apes to humans. Monkeys thus constituted a grade on the path to humans and were distinguished from apes. I'm going to read that again. Monkeys thus constituted a grade on the path to humans and were distinguished from apes. Scientific classifications are now more often based on monophyletic groups. That is groups consisting of all the descendants of a common ancestor. The New World monkeys and the Old World monkeys are each monophyletic groups, but their combination was not, since it excluded hominoids, apes and humans. Thus, the term monkey no longer referred to a recognized scientific taxon. The smallest accepted taxon, simiforms or simians, however, this also contains the hominoids, so that monkeys are, in terms of currently recognized taxa, non-hominoid simians. So again, that shows you simians, simiforms, as I mentioned earlier, it's the more broader category that you can find apes and monkeys within. However, as it just said beautifully, you have non-hominoid simians and then you have hominoid simians, and they separate them. They're separate. So again, however, this also contains the hominoids. So the monkeys are, in terms of currently recognized taxa, non-hominoid simians. Colloquially and pop culturally, the term is ambiguous, and sometimes monkey includes non-human hominoids. In addition, frequent arguments are made for a monophyletic usage of the word monkey from a perspective that usage should reflect cladistics. Now, if you could play the video a little further towards the bottom, it really clears it out. He scrolled down a bit towards the end.
Colloquially and pop culturally, the term
Boom.
is ambiguous.
A group of monkeys may commonly be referred to as a tribe or a troop. So it's actually a little further in the video, but we don't have to, I don't have to go grab that. The point is, this clearly shows that, you know, they are categorically separated as non-hominid simians, right? Simian itself doesn't mean monkey. Simian itself doesn't mean old world monkey. Even if you wanted to say it's monkey-like or call a simian a monkey, right? Number one, you would be trying to make some sort of like linguistic argument that no one in the actual scientific arena does. You would be doing something that kind of a layman does because you don't quite understand the importance of separating the classifications. But yeah, let's play that last YouTube clip because I'm gonna just bow out with that.
Okay, 1 second. So now, are you saying? Well, I'll wait till after to ask you this question. 1 second.
Yeah.
I have no knowledge of the subject enough to question you, but I'm gonna open.
Yeah, and we can open the panel as well. I'm
willing.
I'm willing
gonna drop
to.
the link because, like I said, this is Fade Room. We might as well call it episode 1 of the Fade Room. Be able to get out the voice chat, get your arguments out, and then at least allow Gullah to respond respectfully. Though I think everything's been respectful, so let's try to keep it respectful in conversation, right? Whether y'all like each other or not.
Yeah, and this next clip is for Gullah. This is for Gullah, for no one else.
I think I definitely am of the believing that Unc just don't age. I don't know how old this video is. How old is this video? This video, okay, it's only 4 years ago. Okay, I'm about to say this Joker is the same age in every video. 1 second. Let me clean this up. 1 second. Okay. Let me get full screen. All right. Now, what am I? I'm gonna just play the video first. Wait, why is this saying an hour? This ain't an hour and 52 minutes, is it?
Nah, I sent you a clip.
Okay, hold on 1 second. This is saying an hour and 52 minutes. 1 second. Let me stop the screen for a moment. Go ahead and talk while I fix this.
Let me make sure that what I sent you is a clip. Yeah, it is a clip. But yeah, nah, pretty much again, I just want to make it clear. So anybody that has questions for me or has pushback, you're not doing it based off of a straw man argument. The argument and the disagreement between me and Gullah is, are humans old world monkeys, or do we descend from old world monkeys? Not just monkey even. He decided to go further than that. And to be fair to Gullah, he's not the only one. I've heard a few certain other individuals on other platforms making the claim that we are old world monkeys. And some of these individuals, I got clips of them saying years ago that we are not monkeys. So I can say at least Gullah has been consistent on his position. I never heard Gullah say anything other than what he's saying now. But some people are flip-flopping on this. But this clip, this is for Gullah. And my presentation is done with these final words.
Gotta stop you right there, because at this point you're going around in circles. So you got to go to a scientific journal, not a paper by some crazy motherfucker. I'm gonna need either the Journal Nature or the Journal Science show that says we're monkeys. If you can't do that, dog, I don't believe that you're smarter than them. I don't.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, what?
Right there, because at this point you're.
Wait, what is that supposed to be? What is that saying? What is that? What is your point for playing that?
Exactly what he said. If you don't get a scientific journal, play it one more time. Play it one more time.
Gotta stop you right there, because at this point you're going around in circles. So you gotta go to a scientific journal, not a paper by some crazy motherfucker. I'm gonna need either the Journal Nature or the Journal Science show that says we're monkeys. If you can't do that, dog, I don't believe that you're smarter than them. I don't.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
Enough said. Enough said. I got nothing else to say.
Okay. Like I said before, I'm not 100% qualified. I'm not even 9% qualified to have this conversation, but I do have the ability to present it, or moderate it per se while you do what you're doing. I'm gonna open up the link. I just have a simple question, all right? Are you, based off all of this, right? It's probably a stupid question, but no questions are stupid. Are you saying that humans are monkeys, or humans are not, like they are primates and apes and not monkeys? Or what do you, where do you stand on that? Are humans monkeys?
We are absolutely primates. We are absolutely semiforbs and Catarrhini. And we are absolutely apes and great apes.
But we're
absolutely,
not monkeys.
but we are not. Now the monkey part, right?
Be very specific. I know some of this falls under broad.
Yeah. I'm being very specific.
I need you to be specific.
I'm gonna try to be specific right now.
Okay.
I'm not having the monkey conversation right now.
Okay.
I'm having the old world monkey conversation right now.
So this is directly at Gullah saying
this is at
old
Gullah.
World monkeys. No. I just want to be clear because we running a fade. And do me a favor. I need y'all, because this kind of was what happened yesterday. We in a fade room. Saying it's not a problem. It's not a challenge for you to say names. All this groups and this and that. I'm not trying to get nothing started. I know this is between you and Gullah. I get it, but now it closes on a video of Unc saying something. So this is not about Unc correct.
The reason I did that is because Gullah was on the panel when he said it.
Oh, he was on the panel of that show. Okay.
He was on the
All right. That's
panel.
why I said it threw me off because I'm
He
like,
was on the panel
yeah,
when
okay.
he said it, and
Okay.
he ain't produced what he was asked to produce because he can't.
So he
And
wasn't talking to somebody named
that's the challenge I'm presenting.
Okay.
I'm presenting the same challenge Ankh said, except what I'm gonna change about what he said. He said monkey.
Mhm.
I'm not even. I'm sticking to what Gullah. I'm saying old world monkey. Go produce what Ankh asked you to produce, with it stating old world monkey. Before we even get to the monkey part, prove we are old world monkeys. Prove that part.
Okay, so
With something authoritative.
you're just saying that we're not old world monkeys.
That's been my entire
No.
presentation.
But I get that. The link is in the chat, so now I get to talk to you before everybody talks to you. So hold on one second. So what you're saying is we're not. Hold on, Gullah, real quick. I'm gonna add you to the stage. Give me 1 second. So just so we're clear, you're saying that we're not old world monkeys, and that's the contention between you and Gullah?
Absolutely. You could go back and watch the past hour and a half, and that's very clear and apparent in everything I said.
The last video. So
I said it.
What's going on, Gullah? Give me 1 second. So because I mean, y'all about to go, y'all in the fade room, so I'm gonna get the hell out the way. But as long as we keep it respectful, and I'll mute when.
No, we cool. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it legit. Cause I listen to shit.
1 second.
Fucking straw man. He's straw man the whole damn show.
Gullah, 1 second, bro. 1 second. So I just want to be clear, real quick. I want to be clear. So you're saying they're not old world monkeys, and that's your contention. But I want to know: are you saying are humans monkeys, or humans are monkeys? Where do you stand on that premise right there? Humans
on that premise, I
Yes.
even pointed it out in the presentation. You could go back. I said if you want to argue and shoehorn a Catarini or a semiform into being a monkey-like being, or even if you want to straight up call it a monkey, that is debatable. But what you cannot do is call a semiform or a cat. What you cannot do is call it a.
Just finish it. Finish your
What you
thought. And I'm gonna
cannot
give
do
Gullah all the
is
time he wants. Go ahead.
what you cannot do is call a semiform or a Catarini a old world monkey. I said that over and over again, and I was clear that I'm willing to even concede a bit to give the people that want to call a semiform or a Catarini a monkey or something monkey-like, or I even use the word archaic monkey or ancient monkey. But when you use that term old world monkey, that is talking about something very specific that branched out of Catarini.
Okay.
Not really.
All right. Hey, Gullah, the floor is yours. The link is in the chat for whoever wants to come up. The floor is yours. Do not cut him off.
First of all,
let him run his face. Go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, his listening skills is off because I never said simian or old world monkeys. I said simian is the ancestor of old world monkeys and new world monkeys. It's only two branches of semiform, two sister branches, which is Catarini, which is colloquially called new world monkeys, and the Catarini, which can be called old world monkeys as a whole. If you're using monophyletic tree, which that article when I was debating up and them back in the day, the only reason them up and switch they stand so we were going back and forth with arguing. So we all have understanding on that now. You know what I'm saying? And my whole premise, you don't even understand the whole premise of the argument back then. You just jumping in the middle and you don't know what you're talking about. The whole premise was if you use the term monkeys, you'll have to put it in its proper monophyletic, you know what I'm saying, position, which at the end of that article actually said. And he said so and so about the video. He never even played the videos, even understand the premise of what them people were saying. Clint Reptile is actually a professor and a motherfucking PhD. He had to make this argument, even my argument that I'm saying, to even get his to even pass grad school. He even showed that on the video at the beginning. Matter of fact, it's a straw man too because I never said. I even said in the back check, Fetty is my fucking witness. I never said humans come from serial pitocines. That's the sister group.
You know what I'm saying? That's modern old world monkeys. You know what I'm saying? Or colloquially called a modern old world monkeys. But you can call Catarrhini's monkeys as a whole too if you're using a strict monophyletic model. He's using paraphyletics, which is a traditional outdated model. Yeah, you might still see it on papers because it's the introduction, you know what I'm saying, to strict cladistics. Monophyletics is the king now. And they're using, you know what I'm saying, more stricter models now. And it's coming on the rise. I even got the book All World Primates, you know what I'm saying, a preservation book, you know what I'm saying, even talk about the problems with the cladistics. He don't even understand cladistics. It went over his head at the end of that what I read, because it was just shortly, you know what I'm saying, straight stating that if you use the word monkey, even though it's not, you know, technically a scientific term, if you don't use it, put it in its right monophyletic category, or don't use it at all. Just use the scientific terms at all. I never said simians were old world monkeys at all. I said Ceropithecines, and I said the Catarrhini's. The Catarrhini's, if Platyrrhines are New World monkeys and the sister group is Catarrhines, what are Catarrhines? So if old world monkey, well, no, New World monkeys, the Platyrrhines, if they are monkeys and their sister group is Catarrhines, how did a branch from the Catarrhines split and become old world monkeys again? So you're telling me that monkeys evolved twice, and that's paraphyletic, the model you're using. Matter of fact, Brass, if you would pull up Catarrhini on Wikipedia, he just pulled up old world monkeys on Wikipedia, the Ceropithecines what they're referring to. But if you pull up Catarrhini, the article, it'll tell you that Catarrhini's are also categorized as old world monkeys, despite you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, the articles and all this, you know what I'm saying, all that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, despite even the evidence of the DNA in monophyletic tree, you will have to identify Catarrhini's as old world monkeys too. Can you read that for me, Brass?
Yeah, I got you. What do you want me to start with?
Just read the first. Just read the first introduction paragraph.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, the parv order Catarrhini, known commonly as Catarrhine monkeys, Old World anthropoids, or Old World monkeys, consists of the Cercopithecodidae, Old World monkeys, or Hominidea apes. In 1812, Jeffrey grouped those two groups together and established the name Catarrhini, Old World monkeys. Okay, we know that in French. I don't speak French. Its sister in the infraorder Simiform simians is the parvorder Platyrrhini, New World monkeys. There has been some resistance. Okay, it says it's the sisters. Its sister in the infraorder Simiforms is the parvorder Platyrrhini. There has been some resistance to directly designate apes and thus humans as monkeys, despite the scientific evidence.
Despite the hold on, stop right there. Despite the scientific evidence, because the scientific evidence is leaning toward monophyletic. He's pushing back despite of the scientific evidence. That's what he's doing. He's using paraphyletic models. Okay, you can continue.
So Old World monkey may be taken to mean the Cercopithecodidae or the Catarrhini. The apes are monkeys was already realized by Georges Louis Leclerc, Comte de Buffon in the 18th century. Linnaeus placed this group in 1758 together with what we now recognize as the tarsiers and the New World monkeys in the single genus Simia, sans homo. The Catarrhini are all native to Africa and Asia. Members of this parvorder are called Catarrhines.
Yeah, if Catarrhines are all native to Asia and Africa, they would be considered old world monkeys. If you took a fossil of a Catarrhini and had to classify it, you would have to classify it, you know what I'm saying, as a Catarrhini, but colloquially it'd be considered an old world monkey.
Yeah,
because if the sister group, I'm at work, nigga. If the sister group Platyrrhines or monkeys, then how could it skip over Catarrhines and you label fucking Ceropithecines alone as old world monkeys That's motherfucking inaccuracy because you're using paraphyletics. You're disconnecting the branches. You're disconnecting the ancestors from the descendants, and that's a rule in cladistics, a major rule that you're breaking, that you don't even understand. I can tell even when I with that old argument, you didn't even understand the end part when it said cladistics. When they talk about cladistics, you just read and glossed over.
Okay, so what
Okay,
are
so
you
can y'all
calling?
run
What are
y'all
you
And hold
page
on,
calling?
for them?
and
Can y'all
one more
run
thing
y'all
too.
page? No,
He
no,
actually
real quick,
lied. He
real
actually
quick.
lied about those videos. You didn't even bring the videos up. How about bring the videos up and see what's actually saying? Because Clint Reptiles, he's a PhD. He actually have a website. You know what I'm saying? Show all his credentials. He ain't just making no YouTube video. He's actually teaching.
Yeah, were
Real
those
quick, Gullah.
statements
Hold
peer
on,
reviewed? Were the
Truest, real
oh,
quick,
okay.
It
before I
don't
get
matter if
to
it's peer reviewed because monophyletic is monophyletic
Gullah, y'all gotta follow the rules of the channel. I'm actually about to do y'all both a favor. In a real life fade, it's only two people. So I'm going to drop down and allow y'all to run a fade. Y'all humble each other out. Y'all don't gotta curse at each other. Y'all don't gotta yell. But if that's how y'all run y'all fade, y'all do it. But this is the portion of the show where it's just y'all two talking to each other, running a fade. I'll mute if it needs be so a person can get their thought out. I'm falling back.
Hey,
Is this gonna
hey,
be y'all
Brad,
two on the screen?
if you free tonight, I wish, 'cause I'm at work right now. I wish you allowed me to make my presentation. My rep presentation already ready, already sound. I did one already on the pseudo because he must have paid attention or even look at that. Because everything he said, I beat up already. He's like he's talking out the side of his neck for no reason. And plus, you didn't even show the fucking videos in the first place. How you gonna talk about the video and then show the video and show what the fucking video was talking about? Because it actually showed what the problem is in modern cladistics and the up and coming rise of
So you're
monophyletic,
admitting.
which is the king.
So you're admitting.
Admitting what?
You're admitting you're going outside of the scientific consensus.
I'm not going outside the scientific consensus.
Okay. So what does?
It ain't even about this.
What? So what
This
the? So
argument
what
is not even
does?
about the.
What is?
It's
What
not
is
even
the
about the scientific
What is the
consensus. It's not even
standard?
about that.
What is the standard taxonomic sense? All right. Are you claiming human? Are you claiming?
Monophyletic.
Okay. So okay.
Monophyletic is the.
So in the mono. So in the mono. All right.
And
What
you're
is it
not
class?
using
What
it.
is it classified as? What is the term used? Is it
In the mono,
simian? Is it Catarini? Which is it?
How you see? You're not even listening to what I'm saying. You're just trying to argue. Simian is the ancestor of
Okay.
Platyrrhines and Catarrhines. Simians are monkeys. Simian just mean monkey clad or anthropoid clad. Anthropoid mean human like. Simian literally means monkey. In Latin or whatever, the meaning of it, even when you say semiform, you mean the monkey clad. Period. You have two branches, Catarrhines and Platyrrhines. Platyrrhines are colloquially called the New World monkeys, and Catarrhines, all together in a monophyletic sense, are all the Old World monkeys, because that's the ancestor and all of its descendants. If you're categorizing only Cerapithecines as fucking Old World monkeys, you're using paraphyletics, which is inaccurate and not standard. You're going off of tradition, which is now currently changing. The monophyletic just became king in the early 90s, so it takes time to even change and rewrite, you know what I'm saying, go over to the curriculum. So you're using outdated sources of old motherfucking traditional phrases and all that shit.
My
You
fault.
don't know
My
what you're
fault. I
doing.
got a phone call. Could you repeat what you said, please?
I said you're using where are you stop off at? I ain't see you drop off. What's the last thing you heard?
I didn't really hear any. I got a phone call as soon as you started speaking.
No, I said semiforms or the monkey clad. I never said they were old world monkeys. Semiform is just monkeys, period.
Okay.
That's when you
Okay.
get to the monkey clad.
So let's
Hold on, I'm not
talk.
done. I'm not done.
All right.
You have semiform. Simian literally means monkey. Literally. You know what I'm saying? In the scientific sense, in everything, it means semiform means the monkey clad. That's a clad. Two sister branches, the Catarrhines and the Platyrrhines. Platyrrhines are colloquially called New World monkeys. And the Catarrhines are colloquially called.
Before you move past Simeon, let's start that. Remember the chart that Fetty posted where it put the it said this is the monolith monkey with the yellow.
Yes,
Yes, is that what you're calling
it's actually
semiform? Is that
it's
what you're
actually
calling
that's one that chart is actually one or two, and that chart is actually showing you an example that shows you monophyling.
I know. Are you?
Paraphyling.
Is that what you're calling the semiform clad?
Which one?
The one Fetty posted.
Yeah, if it show all the simian forms in its descendants, yes, that's monophyly. That's monophyly.
Okay,
That's
and it said monkey, right?
That's the golden standard.
Wait, it said monkey, right?
Yes, if you want to use it, if you want to use it, you have
Okay,
to use it in its correct
okay, great,
in its
great.
cladistic
So
form, just like what I read in the end of that article that you posted from damn 3 years or 4 years ago.
it said monkey, correct?
Yeah, it said monkey.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Now, does that mean old world monkey?
That's just simians. How can see you?
Is
Don't
a
even, you're not even
simian a
listening.
monkey or an old world monkey?
It's just a monkey because it's the
Okay,
ancestor.
so now, all right, so we're
It's
good with simian. We're
it's
good with simian. We're good with simian. Now let's go down to Catarrhini.
no, you got to go to Platyrrhini first because Platyrrhini is older. It's more basic. Platyrrhini are the new world monkey.
Yeah, but Platyrrhini,
It's the sister.
we don't have a lineage to Platyrrhini.
Yes, we do. What are you talking about?
You saying humans have a
No, we don't. No, we don't. I think you're saying period.
No, I'm talking about humans because this discussion is whether we are old world monkeys.
No, listen to my point. Listen to my point. If you identify new world monkeys as Platyrrhinies, those are new world monkeys, right? That's the sister group to Catarrhinies. That's the sister group to Catarrhinies, right?
Sure.
Then how could you skip over Catarrhinies and go straight to serial Piscine? That's the problem with the damn model of the paraphyletic model.
So again, just to be clear, just to be clear, you have a problem with the model.
It's not a problem with the model.
That's what you just showed. You have a problem with the model.
Yes, not only me. It's an ongoing damn conversation.
That's fine. Okay, so what I'm saying, I'm presenting what the accepted consensus model is. So what I'm asking you to do, I'm just asking you to do the simple thing. You disagree with the model. I'm asking you to go get some peer. Go get some peer review.
I don't have to.
Why?
It explains itself.
You guys hold that standard for everything else.
No, listen, because you're using a traditional outdated stance. Of course. You're using paraphyletics. If I say if all I gotta show is paraphyletics is not the standard no more, and you're using outdated information and
please go show the updated information that classifies.
Okay, I'm gonna do that tonight. If Brass is free, I'm gonna show it tonight because if you sit here and agree that birds come from dinosaurs and birds never stop being dinosaurs and cladistic rules, which is you never outgrow your flag.
That's a false equivalence because what I already just conceded to.
No, it's not.
Hold on, brother. Hold on.
It's not at all.
What I already conceded to is this: if you want to call a simian or a semiform a monkey, I'm not going to argue with you with that. So then, by proxy, a human could be called a monkey because we're semiforms. All right.
Yes.
But where my pushback is going further than that and saying we are old world monkeys. That's
exactly
where
because you're a Catarrhini.
I'm saying Catarrhinis are not old world monkeys.
No, listen to what you're saying. I just read. Brad just read it.
Yeah, you read it from a Wikipedia article. Britannica disagrees.
And you didn't.
Smithsonian disagrees. Wait. Smithsonian disagrees. Britannica disagrees. No authority.
You just brought. You brought up an outdated model. It ain't about no fucking authoritative.
You You are
straw
using
manning right now.
Wikipedia.
You
You are
straw manning.
using Wikipedia
You
and
straw manning,
YouTube.
bro.
You're using Wikipedia and YouTube
No,
to
no, I
try to
didn't.
make an
Yeah,
argument
yeah, I
that
did.
Catarini is
Yeah, but I use,
accepted in the scientific
use,
community as
yeah,
an
but I use it
overall
for my
monkey.
PhD though.
I need you
I
to
use it.
go get
I
something
use it for my.
authoritative that categorizes a Catarini as an old world monkey. I need that.
No,
Don't give
I don't
me
have to do that.
YouTube.
I
Don't
don't
give me
have to do that
Wikipedia.
because
Go get me
it's
something
about the
peer reviewed.
traditional.
Go get me
It's
something that's
about
a scientific
it's about
authority.
the traditional. I don't have to do that because your whole premise is false. You're not even listening.
My premise is not faulty. I'm listening
Your
well. So
logic
go
is
ahead. I'm listening.
all y'all. Because if you don't how could you sit here and call a Platterini New World monkeys, skip over the Catarines, and then call the fucking Serapithecines Old World monkeys? That's paraphyletic
That
using.
is how it is accepted in the
No,
scientific
no,
community.
it's not. It's not.
It is.
It's
It
old
is.
now.
It is. And I'm gonna wait for you to disprove how it isn't, so I
It's
can
not
respond
anymore.
again.
No, it's not. No, it's
You
not.
know, I await your presentation. Show me what the scientific community in
Yeah, because you don't understand what
2026
you're arguing. You don't even
categorizes
understand
a
the argument.
Catarrhea. The
You don't
argument is
understand
really
the
simple.
argument.
The
It's
argument is
not.
really simple at this point. We
It's
agree
really
on
not
what
because you don't even
with
understand.
what a semiform is, right? You don't think a semiform is an old world monkey. You think a
I
semiform is
never
a
said
monkey.
that. I never said that. And I
Okay,
don't.
so what is a
And I never.
semiform?
Hold on. I said I never said that semi-forms is old world monkeys. I
It's
never
a
said
monkey,
that.
right? All right, so let me ask you a logical question. So if a semiform is a monkey, right, and it's not an old world monkey, why would something that branches out of a semiform, something that's newer than a semiform, right? Why would you like by your same logic, if a Platterini and a Catarini are sisters and brothers, and you're saying, oh, because a Platterini is called a new world monkey, therefore a Catarini should be called an old world monkey. Well, the semiform is called a monkey. It's not called an old world monkey according to you, right?
That ain't that. No, it's not. Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay, so why
You're
would
not
the
listening.
Catarini
You're
be an
not
old world
listening, bro.
monkey? Why would the Catarini be an old world monkey and not just a monkey?
Because you're using paraphyletics. What you're doing. If you're using monophyletic, which is the golden fucking standard, you will have to identify Catarini's old world monkeys. If you're
Okay, prove it.
identifying,
Prove it.
hold on, listen what the fuck I'm saying. If you identifying Platterinis, which is New World monkeys, which is the sister group to Catarines, skip over Catarines, say, oh, those are not old world monkeys, and then go straight to Serapithecine and exclude the apes. That's paraphilo using, nigga. What you talking about?
All you're doing is giving.
No,
Rhetoric.
no,
You're giving rhetoric.
no. Listen.
Give me an
I will
authoritative
tonight.
source
Didn't I just tell you tonight? Didn't I just tell you tonight I'm going live?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah, and like I told you, I await to see the authoritative
Look
source
and
that
listen.
isn't
And listen.
Wikipedia, that isn't YouTube.
I'm using
that
Wikipedia.
isn't-
No,
I
I'm not following your rules. I'm not following your rules. I'm using what the fuck I want to use.
I know.
And I'm
I
gonna
know
use
you're going to use
PhD.
Wikipedia. I
No,
know.
I'm gonna use PhD. No, I'm not just gonna use Wikipedia.
I
I'm
know
gonna
you're
use
going to use
PhD
Wikipedia.
and all that shit. And I'm gonna use.
I know you're gonna find.
And I'm gonna use World Primate.
PhDs
I'm gonna use World Primate.
that have opinions that are not
It's not an
scrutinized and peer
opinion.
reviewed.
It's not an opinion if it's monophyletic.
It is an opinion.
Bro.
All you're giving is an
It's
opinion.
not.
You're giving
It's
your opinion. You're
monophyletic.
saying, I don't
It's not.
like the fact that they skipped over Catarini.
No.
I don't like the fact that they call Platterini a new
It
world
ain't about
monkey.
it being. It's not about it.
Catarini isn't called an old world monkey. How they just gonna skip over
And you being a
Catarini
bitch.
like
And you being a little bitch.
That's what you're doing.
And you being a bitch.
You're giving
a whole
your
ass
feelings. You're giving
No,
your
I'm not getting my
feelings.
feelings. No, I'm being a bitch.
Give me the
I'm being a
scientific.
bitch.
Excuse me?
You're being a bitch and you're being passive aggressive like a little hoe.
Nah, I'm just saying. I need more than your feelings. I need you to give me
No.
more than
No, I need
don't
more than
like
your
the way
fucking
it's
feelings.
classified. I need
No,
you
it
to
ain't
give me
about
more
it.
than
It ain't
how
about
are
it
you
being
just
like
gonna
it's not no opinion.
skip over
It's not a.
Catarini and go straight to how are you?
All right. All right, y'all two, hold on one second, bro, because we have bitches now. So let's calm it down. Y'all having a good conversation, a good clean fade. But once we have bitches, I think y'all kind of maybe talking past each other. Yeah, Gullah, maybe Chef could do the show tonight. I'm gonna be out on some I might be able to do that show tonight. But the link is in the chat. Hey, shouts to y'all. But once we get that bitch, I'm gonna bring y'all back up, right? But let's not go to name calling because it's a good conversation, even though y'all aggressively talking. I don't know if y'all want to do a Discord show. I'm free for about another 40 minutes. But if not, the link is in the chat to our Discord members or anybody in the chat if y'all want to come up and talk about something. But I'm gonna bring them back up, see if they can keep it clean, no low blows, and allow y'all to watch it. But I don't want this to devolve because it was a very good conversation. Let's not get to the name calling. And I'm back out the way. Y'all go ahead.
Hey, Brad, I'm gonna just do it on the PK Killer show. I don't fuck with chefs no more. I don't fuck with people that disrespect my fucking family. My
you don't
family
fuck with Seth? Oh, okay.
Nah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I got you.
So I'm gonna just read.
niggas.
I'm gonna read this, and then I'm gonna let you have it. I'll be here, but you can talk as long as you want after this.
No, I'm out of here. You a bitch ass nigga, bro. I'm out of here, bro. Have a fucking awful ass day, hoe ass nigga.
No problem. No. I'm still here for anybody that want to come up and ask questions. I'm here to dialogue. I'm not with the mudslinging. I'm gonna still read what I was gonna read though, because I don't pay no mind to that. All right. So
wait a second. Just give me a second. Y'all will say the words bitch ass nigga in love. It is the funniest shit ever. They could be like, respectfully, you're a bitch ass nigga. But I'm a do, y'all gotta stop, man. Like this is what if you ever want to know what kind of limits a lot of these conversations, it's the divisiveness. We can come together in disagreement. We was just having that conversation the other day. As men, a lot of times, once you get the fight out the way, you might be opening up for friendship. I've said this a lot of times. A lot of the people a lot of my friends that I still have since college and high school, a lot of the friends, like some of the closer people that I am still with, these are guys that we fought. We played on other sports teams. We threw blows. I brought my face to the fight. He brought his face to the fight, and we got that shit out the way so that we can go forward. So sometimes you got to kind of fight to move forward. But when y'all having these intellectual discussions and it devolves into bitches and bitch ass niggas and all this, that, and the other, it gets a little crazy, right? Right? It gets to the point where then it becomes, well, this platform is doing this or this. No, y'all are people on these panels. And this is why I specifically don't jump in and control people if I have the opportunity, because I want to hear somebody's raw truth, right? I want to hear somebody, yeah, exactly, Mika. The information gets lost and all the bitch ass niggas and your mothers and all this other wild ass shit. So it is what it is. I think I'm gonna say a little quick about your presentation because nobody's hitting the link, so I don't think I'm assuming you and Gullah are the only people technically interested in this. This particular format of our shows, we're not interested in this, but interested in discussing it. This particular format of shows is the Fade Room. In our Discord, from time to time, we have arguments, or it'll be 2 people arguing and 100 people watching, or I think it's 180 people watching. So now what'll happen is they'll just go back and forth, dropping sources, going crazy, not really getting a thought out. And then sometimes it'll move to the voice chat, and the rest of the voice chat don't know what the hell they talking about, but then they'll be inferring thoughts and this, that, and the other, and they really don't know what the fuck they talking about. So I thought this was a unique opportunity to bring up the Fade Room for this, because none of us in that Discord really are familiar with catarines, platyrines, and whatever the hell they talking about. But I wanted Truest and Gullah to just run the fade. So I like how you did it, Truest. I thought it was clean. Whether people agree with your information or not, the fact that you did create a presentation in less than 24 hours, you brought sources, you brought video. Um, it wasn't personal, right? It wasn't like something that was overly crazy, right? So I would just say I appreciate the fact that you did it that way, right? I've been telling you all the time. I've been telling you that I could listen to people argue and I could listen to people's fighting style and I could tell if they actually have the ability, as in my opinion, to to do this. And I'm telling you, you have the ability. Don't get discouraged. You know, that's what a fight is. This is a fade. This ain't a debate or a presentation. It's a fade. And in a fade, you bring your face, I bring my face, and we deal with it in that way. And what's up, Stu Peas? You
What up,
you
Stu
in the
Peas?
building. But this is a forum. So in the Discord, if y'all got thoughts, y'all can't get out in the voice chat. A lot of times Cuban will say he gets cut off and he has some thoughts that he wants to present, or I get cut off, or Fetty gets cut off. This is just a quick little opportunity. And this is only supposed to be like 30 minutes, but that presentation was fire. So whoever taking a CPs, is that a bath? Are you in a bath water? What you got going on?
Sorry. It's my car. I'm muffler loud.
Y'all always open to run a fade. Stu, I know you got a lot of stuff you be trying to get off your mind. As long as we keep somewhat of it as somewhat scientific with some sources, and then y'all could run the fade. As long as it don't go to bitch ass niggas, that's when I'll step in and be like, no, because you're gonna fuck up the original presentation and you're gonna make the editing work that either me or Hits got to do go absolutely crazy. And Chef, you are literally a diabolical human being for what you're doing right now. But that is absolutely insane. Because somebody dropped the Discord link. I don't have the Discord up right now. Truest, you want to say something before I give the floor to Stu Peas?
Yeah, of course. I just want to, again, first, I want to say, be mindful of what he's going to try. I said throughout the presentation what he's going to try to do. He's going to try to rely on the mono to broaden everything into being a monkey out of semi-form or out of even Caterini. But even if we go that route, monkey doesn't equal old world monkey. So even if he goes that route, he's going to pull up a bunch of people that are going to argue as to why we should be classified as monkeys. But he's not going to pull up anything authoritative that says why we should be classified as old world monkeys. Please do not let him trick you. Do not let him trick you. Stay on that point. But I want to do a quick experiment of my chat GPT is smarter than yours. Brass, if you're available, are you willing and able to ask your chat GPT a question live on the air?
Yeah. I'm gonna do that live on air. But
Okay.
real quick, let me let Stu Peas get a little bit of a start out while I'm pulling up my chat GPT.
Hey, Truest, question.
Go ahead, Stu.
Was there a classification as old as monkey?
Oh, wait. I didn't know it was about the show. Let him do the chat GPT, and then I'll let y'all go back and forth about the show. I thought you were just coming up to say something. Give me 1 second.
No.
Let me pull up.
I'm ask my question because one thing I realized after you beat up, it's not fun, Truest. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's going into the kindergarten and beating up the kids. Truest drop off?
Yeah, he's back.
I'm right here. I hear you, Stu.
Go ahead, finish what you're saying, Stu.
Thank you, Stu.
The floor is yours.
Truest went into the kindergarten and beat up the kids. You don't get no medal for that. Just like I don't get the medal for it. Just start kicking kids across the room, poof, slamming kids into wall, giving
y'all are sick, bro.
Man. He was in the kindergarten class, just WrestleMania 1998, the kids, jumping off the chain link fence. Yeah. It's funny
You know
after
why
the
I'm
first.
laughing? I'm not even 100% laughing at you. I'm trying to figure out why am I laughing at this visual in my head and just there's like a there's a meme, right? Or like a reel of this it's like these white people at a I think they're in London or something. You're definitely in the UK and they're at like a child's birthday party or something.
Yeah,
And one of the kids takes something from his son and he
yeah,
literally walked over and
yeah.
slapped the shit out of that kid. And then, like,
Mm,
when the parent tried to say something to him, he slapped the shit out of the parent. But by the
yeah,
end of the reel, he done slapped everybody in the backyard. And I don't know
yeah.
why when you started talking, I started thinking about that. That reel is hilarious. That reel is hilarious. All right, I'm ready to bring up my ChatGPT Truest if you're ready.
Yeah,
I don't know,
and
he
drop
keeps
off.
dropping
Okay.
down.
Yeah, Truest was in the room just
What you think
beating up
about the
on
show? What you think about that concept of the fade room to give people to get the ability? Because I picture people like Haskell, you, Cuban, Fetty, guys that like y'all don't talk much while the Discord is popping all the time. But I know y'all got ideas and stuff y'all want to get
yeah,
out,
but
and you can't get them
imagine,
out. You know what I mean?
imagine, but all right.
But no, just do you understand the concept? Just tell me, do you
Imagine,
understand the concept?
I understand the concept. Let's go one on one on our ideas. That's it. Yeah, who have the better
Right,
points?
right. Without
Who
everybody
coming,
chiming in all the time.
who coming in better?
Yeah.
But honestly, I use sources, but I don't use sources like how those people use sources. Most of my arguments are logic based. Right? If you listen to me,
Mm-hmm.
most of my arguments are logic based. And when you use logic based argument, it requires that the next individual is a critical thinker.
Mm-hmm.
Because I build on arguments based upon the evidence that is around me. So even
Mm-hmm.
when I use sources, my argument don't have to rely on it significantly. Because if it's logic based, if 1 + 1 equals 2 in this instance, it's supposed to equal 2 in that instance also, if all factors remain equal.
Mm-hmm.
But most people argument here is not logic based, and you come to recognize that even when you spoke to Unc on his show, you realize that they were being very illogical. They were trying to use evidence to support the argument and not logic.
Mm-hmm.
And they refused to accept that, listen, we know where these coming from, and we know the arguments from other people when these arise that it can be perceived as racial to make a delineation between modern science and other science. Is that
Mm-hmm.
you're excluding people from it. And you try to use a logical approach and you realize that they're not using logic. You can have a conversation, right? So there's only few people in here I would have that conversation with. I can have a logic based conversation with you because you understand my fighting side and you use logic when you make your argument. I can
Mm-hmm.
use it with Haskell and I can use it with Sheffrin and I can use it with Truist, right? Because Truist fighting style is that also. That's why I have a problem with Gullah because Gullah don't use logic. Him use a bag of things where him read and him accept them as is. Him don't read with the intention to listen. When I say this, what does this really mean? And what impact does that have? Right? Why are we using this terminology monkey? And basically is a modern terminology. But it was like I know that he will beat up Gullah. And Gullah going to take it personally and disappear for a couple weeks. Can't get beat up again. Yeah, yeah.
This is
It's
we
not
back at
enough
Walk
for
You
one.
Down. We back at Walk You Down. But
Yeah,
shouts to him. He's gonna do as and probably as it should be. He's gonna do his presentation on pseudo killers. Y'all go check that out. You know,
Wow.
go support Gullah.
So that,
But
so
I
that,
don't. My fade room is something I do here. I'm doing
yeah.
this. Hold on, and just so we're clear, I'm not doing this for the community. Y'all don't realize, unless y'all members of Discords, how frustrating it is when I'm trying to talk to Slade about the Lakers or I'm trying to talk to Chief X about Ohio State and Colorado, when for 7 hours straight somebody just hijacked the general chat and start talking about monkeys and primates and shit. So this actually is serving a purpose in our Discord, our personal Discord, to like, all right, cool. Take that shit. If y'all really about that, come run this phase. So it's kind of like that for me, right? It's not just about, causing some kind of thing of, group to group or whatever. Shouts to them, bro. Shouts to Unc, shouts to PK. I have no issue with them. But Gullah, as specifically in regards to primates and monkeys, that's something that is near and dear to him. But if y'all really feel strongly about it and somebody has a challenge, just press the challenge and run a quick fade, but don't hijack the shows. And get all this animosity out your heart. Get the shit out live so that while we're live talking about something completely different, we don't just spend 30 minutes randomly on primates and catarines and shit like that. So now y'all got your own show. Y'all can look at it. I like how Truest did it. He dropped his links, he dropped his sources, and he dropped his statements, right? He used a couple absolutes. So that in and of itself, I think would make for critique it. But if it's just to critique Truest and call him all kinds of names and this, that, and the other, that ain't even what y'all would even attempt to call scholarly. So I got my chat GPT up, Truest. I got about 30 minutes before I gotta hit the streets on something. What do you want me to put in this chat GPT?
Yeah, it's real simple. And also, I'm not watching his show later because I know it's going to be full of slander, not even just from him, but from a few other characters. I already know where it's going. But I will, like, if someone can just give me the gist of his arguments or his main sources, I could respond to that. But I can't watch what I know is coming, especially from certain people that just admitted in this chat that they had to change their opinion on something they were so strong footed in their position on 2 years ago. So I definitely don't want to hear any slander from those people. But to the question, I want you to ask this. I wish he could have asked it with his chat GPT, since his chat GPT is smarter than everyone else's. Here's the question. Are all Catarini, and Catarini is spelled...
Hold on 1 second. Are all... Okay.
Catarini, Catarini.
Is that right?
Yes.
Catarini.
Correct.
Okay.
Are all Catarini old world monkeys?
Now, before I drop this, what are you thinking it's going to say?
I'm thinking it's going to say no, or something along the lines of not exactly. Old world monkeys descend from Catarini. The broader group includes them, right?
It says yes. All Catarines include old world monkeys and apes.
Okay.
It says, but let's tighten it up so you don't get caught slipping in a debate. What Catarini actually means, Catarini equals a major primate group. It includes old world monkeys, apes. So all old world monkeys are Catarines, but not all Catarines are monkeys because apes are in there too.
You see? That is the distinction. Where it's getting confused is he's classifying all Catarine. So ask this clarifying question. So are you saying the apes are not old world monkeys?
Correct. Apes are not old world monkeys.
There you go. The confusion is they stop at the first part. Like, they're going to see the yes, and they're like, see, I got you. Like, no. The specifics of it is that Catarini is the larger, broader group. And yes, monkeys, old world monkeys, are within that group. But so are apes. Apes are the part of the group that split away from the side that led to New World monkeys and some of the modern New World monkeys we see today.
Okay. Good enough. You got anything else in closing? Shouts to the chat. You got anything else in closing?
No. Just again, I just want to make sure
Shouts
my
to Dell.
argument.
He just joined the server. Shouts to Dell. Okay, I like that. Just joined the server. Go ahead, Truest.
He said no split in monophyly, and that's outdated. Okay, so let's Cedric. So let's do this. So let's do this. Ask the chat GBT this follow-up question. Put in monophyly, right?
How you
Ask
spell
it.
this, boss?
So that would be, hold on, sorry. That would be MONOP.
MONOP.
HYLIC. Do that monophilic.
No,
Put
that's
before it.
monophilic.
Yeah, monophilic. Let's
Okay.
ask this way.
Okay.
Are apes monophylically, so add ly, old world monkeys?
I see you, Gullah. Just give me 1 second. Let me finish this part because I know you want to respond. Let me just finish this part and then I'll bring you up. Are apes monophylically old world monkeys?
Correct. Okay. Since they want to keep talking about that aspect of it.
No. Yeah, apes are not so it's monophyletically. Okay, so apes are not monophyletically old world monkeys. What you're asking in scientific terms, Catarrhini equals common ancestor, old world monkeys and apes. From that ancestor, evolution splits into 2 separate lineages. Circle that word I can't stand. Old world monkeys and apes. Yes. So the key concept is monophyly, a monophyletic group, one ancestor plus all its descendants.
Wait, what does it say the monophyletic group is?
Our ancestor, one ancestor.
Well, no, right below that.
Yeah, monophyletic group. It says one ancestor plus all its descendants.
Oh, sorry, under critical point.
Okay, the critical point is old world monkeys equal true monophyletic group. Apes equal different monophyletic group. Both share a common ancestor inside Catarrhini. Apes are a sister group to old world monkeys, not a part of them.
Damn. I mean, I just feel like I'm beating a dead horse. I'm just everything I already.
Just letting you know.
No, because he's asking.
Listen, he keep trying to tell me.
Wait, Gullah, you're doing a show. Don't. You're doing the show on PK. Just do. No. Just, I mean, real quick, but just do it on.
No, I'm saying he asking straw man questions. He's not even asking if it's strict in a strict.
I can't hear him. Let me come back in.
Okay, go. He can't hear you. Go ahead, Gullah.
No, I'm saying he's not even asking in a strict monophyletic in a strict cladistic sense. And ask it.
Gullah, real quick. Ain't you doing the show? If you're gonna do the show, say that might be the bomb for the show. You don't want to drop the bomb.
Well, he not even gonna look at the show. He a bitch ass nigga, not even gonna look at the show.
Oh, Gullah, come on, Gullah. Come on, Gullah. Come on, Gullah. Come on, Gullah. You yourself know you more intelligent than me. It ain't gotta always devolve to that. But you're doing the show. I'll look at the show. If you know, I'm interested to see it. Now y'all got me interested in Catarrhines, apes, and monkeys. Y'all got me interested. So now I'll watch it. But I think y'all should do a show. Y'all don't devolve a good show, good content. Don't do it in disrespect. I know you and Chef went through something, so I can understand why you would want to do it there. And I'll check it out, bro. Just in case you want to ever have the conversation again. But I'm gonna end on this note. But shouts to y'all. I appreciate what you did, Truest. I appreciate you, Gullah. I know you're passionate about it. That's why I'm not taking it as disrespect or anger. This is more the passion you got for the subject. So I can appreciate that. So shouts to everybody in the Discord. Shouts to everybody on the show. This is the first version of the Fade Room. If y'all got fades that y'all want to run in the chat, fades that y'all want to run per se in our Discord. Pull it up. I give you 30 minutes of my time, and do it in the right way. And then I'll let y'all get back in the middle of the ring after you're able to get your thoughts out. I'm gonna close on my brother DQ new EP. Shouts to y'all later.
And I'm gonna tell you something. This pimping that I got in my blood, it came from a family tree. My granddaddy was a pimp. My great-great-great-granddaddy was a pimp. I'm talking about pimping, since pimping.
Hey. Let's go. Saturday morning now, I'm yawning, brushing my teeth. Cooking me something, pouring coffee, rolling the leaf. Half sheaf, rising the gram, make it complete. Yeah, I fell asleep. My slim, thick and petite, tight free. That I met at the dispensary last week. No I beat, hands all in the ass cheek. Can't find a chick in this world I can't see. When they hide, I provide the dick in the back seat. When I glide 35, a cussing the back heat. Falling on these niggas, they checking the stash sheets. Some Max B. Headed back to Texas, I'm getting it tax free. Actually, chick wanna massage and relax me. Mind, soul, and wrist in that chi. All in one in the pot, throw some shrooms in that tea. And tell me how you feel, baby. Gonna keep it real, baby. I go and get it. Hit her with the gavel shit, I might hit a co-defendant. Niggas is so relentless, I pass the blunt underhanded. More with the tabletop, the shit that I took for granted. No for supplanting this pimping, all in the hippocampus. Know they gon' spell the branches, soon as I leave the campus. Shout out to my sister, yeah, she cheerleading for the Panthers. Invite me to all the parties, these bitches be throwing panties. Sharing red lemons on my feet, I was coming handy. The blunt is like a pinata, you know that it's filled with candy. Cardigan probably sorry, the color with dirty salmon.